We are the Braxtons and you'll see we are not like an ordinary family. Tracy to one up, Trina, Tamar, and s05e will teach you a thing or two. The Braxton family values.
Hey everybody, let's talk about the season finale of the Braxton Family Values. In this episode, all the girls are coming over to Tony's house to have a slumber party. And they're going to have a slumber party, pajama party, however they phrased it. It's going to be all day. So all the girls plus Miss Evelyn shows up. And at first, they're all having a really good time. They're there and they're talking about the previous seasons and the current season that they're in now and all the ups and downs that they went through. Tony telling her family she had lupus. Tamar when she went to the hospital and when Vince went to the hospital. Trina talked about, her divorce. And they didn't mention Tracy and her hysterectomy and all of that stuff. But, they were all kind of going through things over the past couple of seasons. So, they were just talking, sitting around talking about that stuff. And they mentioned how they always be making up songs together. And what was that one song? They said that their most memorable song that they made up on the spot was that song Dear Dog that they sung at Miss Evelyn's dog's funeral. And they said that was their best song that they came up with. They were just having a good time. All the sisters were getting along. Miss Evelyn was, in there laughing and joking with them. It was all good. And then Trina, oh, and something else that they talked about was their previous slumber parties. And so they went by and showed a flash of every slumber party that they've had since the first season. And, in one of them, Tamar was pregnant. And, it's just, they did a truth or dare one. It was just a lot of fun. They always have fun during their slumber parties. But somehow it always ends with some type of argument. We'll get into that later. But they stayed true to form. Let's just say that. So then Trina tells the girls that she invited over her therapist. Now, this is the same therapist that sat down with her and Gabe and, tried to help them work through their problems. And also she worked with Trina one-on-one just about getting closure in her life and, just teaching her how to be happy genuinely on her own, in her own skin, loving herself. Okay. But what we did not know was that she is also a sex therapist. So she invited her over to talk to the girls about some sex. And so immediately Tamar was turned off and she was like, that is not cute to be sitting around talking about sex like that. I'm saved and I can't be doing all of that. And they were like, but you married though. So the only sex that you talking about or into is probably with your husband. So what's the point in that? Like, you're married now. It's okay for you to talk about sex. If you saved and sanctified, if it's your husband, then honey, it's your husband. Okay, y'all are one. His body is yours, your body is his. Come on. So anyway, she didn't feel comfortable doing that. So when the sex therapist got there, she dipped out. Do y'all think the reason why she didn't want to talk about sex and be down there with her sisters was because she's into mediocre sex with her husband? No? Yes, no? She ain't really trying to spice it up with him? You think that might be part of it? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Anyway, so the therapist gets there and Miss Evelyn sits in there for a minute, but then she's like, y'all can have this. Which was good because, come on, don't nobody want to talk about stuff like that with their mama in the room. Okay, nobody. So, who was it? Trina and Tracy was all for it. They were like, yes, honey, tell me what's good. Show me something, honey. Let me know what's up. And Tony was just sitting there like, I don't really want to be here. I'm such and such years old. I know everything that there needs to be known about sex, and I got kids, and so I'm good. And Tawana was just like, well, whatever. Let's just see what she got. So, she pulls out toys and she gives them, a book. And that was just another really good moment, a bonding moment for them to have. And it was cool. And so then after that, they decided to sit down and play cards. And so Tamar comes back downstairs because she was upstairs with her baby, Logan. And, Miss Evelyn came back and they all kind of, just started playing cards. Now, immediately you could tell that something was off because Tamar had this attitude. Now, I could tell slightly, but the rest of the girls and Miss Evelyn could tell a lot. Now, keep in mind, they know her, so they know her mood swings and how she be. Everything does not happen on camera. So maybe she gave a little bit extra attitude that the audience didn't get to see. I don't know. I just felt it a little bit. So they were acting like it was a lot. Like she brought the whole energy of the room down. That's how they were acting. So anyway, they start playing cards and they're talking, and Miss Evelyn says that one of the things that she likes is the fact that she meets other mothers who have daughters and they know what she goes through. And she said that she is actually an inspiration to some of them because they try to see how she juggles having all these girls and all these different personalities and things, and it helps them get through things. So Miss Evelyn said that she thought that that was a blessing, which, okay, that's good. Then she says one of the major issues that she has, though, because she has all those girls, is dealing with attitudes. Because, that comes frequently when you have girls. Now, immediately, you can tell Tamar is upset by the fact that she said that. Number one, because she got an attitude. And two, because Tony jumped in and she was like, yeah, attitudes ruin the whole mood of a situation. And, it can really bring the temperature of the room all the way down, and they're just talking about that in general. So she gets upset or whatever in her feelings. And Tony gets upset and she just walks out. And she's like, you know what? I can't do it. I just cannot deal with it. So next, Tamar gets up to leave, but Miss Evelyn tells her, no, come sit down. And she asks her in a very sincere, blunt way, what's going on with you? Are you okay? Like, what's wrong? Something is obviously wrong. And Tamar don't want to talk about it. So she gets up and she dips anyway. Now Miss Evelyn gets this mama look on her face and she's like, you know what? I'm sick of this. So she makes that face, and most of the sisters is like, Mommy, no, no. But Tawana was like, let her go. Let her go. Let her handle that. Because that's crazy. Everybody tired of dealing with it. So Miss Evelyn goes and she checks her and she's like, look, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to get it together. Don't be ruining, this moment. Something always got to be going on with you. Da 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 da. And Tamar wasn't trying to hear it. She didn't want to talk then. She's like, Mama, can you talk to me off the camera? She was like, no, I'm talking to you now. But anyway, Tamar went ahead and left. And so it just kind of disrupted the whole thing, whatever. I don't know. She was going through something and she had an attitude, and the attitude just brought the girls down. So it's bad when Miss Evelyn jump in and say something, because she had just had it. She had had enough. And that's how it ended. The girls just said Tamar needs help and they need to do some type of intervention. Whatever. I don't know what they're gonna do. At this point, this is really who Tamar is. Maybe something will change, maybe it won't. I don't know. So that was the season finale of the Braxton Family Values. So I will see you all on the next season of the Braxton Family Values. And if I hear anything in the news about the girls, if they're doing anything good or bad, I'll probably make a video about it and talk about it until the next season comes out. Or if I just have any final thoughts or, thoughts in passing about some things that happened within the season. Okay, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to get more of my videos. I don't do just the Braxton Family Values. I do a whole lot of other shows, not a lot of reality. But you still might enjoy it. So check out my channel. Go through there. Look through some videos, honey. You might see something you like. I do power, scandal, a whole lot of stuff. So just check me out, okay? Thank you all for supporting me and watching these videos and leaving the comments. I love it. I love all of you. I will see you guys later, okay? Be good. Bye.
We are the Braxtons, and you'll see we are not like an ordinary family. Tracy to one up, Trina, Tamar, s05e will teach you a thing or two. The Braxton family values.